you, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalker, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. It's a wonderful Tuesday. It's a Run It Up Tuesday. It's a Game Pass Tuesday. It's a Tuesday that you choose day. I choose Tuesday. Why I choose Tuesday? Because Xbox always has something that's incredible for you. Now, we got some sales and we got some deals. We got some stuff that's hitting inside Game Pass or also hitting inside the deal store. Now, I mean, personally, every time I get a chance, I'll pick up a game here and there. If it hits that rock bottom price, the King is going to jump on that situation ASAP. Pause. Watch yourself, because y'all are a little bit different. But hey, welcome back. If it's your first time here, know that I drop videos daily. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, your boy is going to show up. And he's going to show up with a video. Entertainment for your eyes and ears. A visual splendor, if you will. This right here is your new best friend. Me, the King. And also, in the daytime, I stream. That's on Frontline Gaming Streams. It's not the same channel. It's a different channel. It's a sister channel. I'm over there streaming. Today, I was fighting really hard on my Marvel Rivals, trying to get out that Wolverine skin patch. It's a whole thing. If you're not into Marvel, it's a whole thing, and I don't feel like explaining it to you. But, yo, we got these execs out here talking about running it up on us. We the bums to them. They flipping us upside down, shaking us to see if something falls out our pockets. Strauss, come on, my man. Listen, this is a real cantankerous topic. We're going to delve deep into this topic, and we're going to figure out if the execs are right or are we right. Or can we find a middle ground someplace with these prices? You know the wildest part about that $10 billion Microsoft gave to Sam Altman and OpenAI, and then was like a shadow seat on the board that was just in an advisory capacity, and then they recused themselves from that shadow seat at the behest of Apple, who refused a seat at the board. It's funny. You would think that that $10 billion would have put OpenAI in a position of they're like first in line, or they're like, there's an allegiance. Satya Nadella, young Odin, if you will, has shown that he's not about that. He's about making that money. I told you, you got to always respect somebody that wants the first piece of chicken and the last piece of chicken. Y'all can eat in the middle, but you're going to get the first piece of chicken and that last piece of chicken. And Elon Musk, Grok 3 AI coming to Azure proves that Satya Nadella allegiance isn't to OpenAI, but to maximizing Microsoft's profit and gains by heeding customer demands. Now, it's by far been told that Copilot was just OpenAI's ChatGPT with better security, right? And that you had these people believing that Grok is a better large language model. Now, I'm not really trying to introduce you guys to the whole AI stuff. I do that on my other channel, and it's just I just had to bring this up here because I find it weird that Satya Nadella feels that he needed to have a safety net just in case something catastrophic has happened to OpenAI. And being that OpenAI has come under a lot of scrutiny, and Elon Musk he has the ear of the current administration, that will lend you to believe that Satya Nadella is hedging his bets on somebody's close enough to legislation in which that if something was to befall one of his horses that's in a race, he can make an easy pivot. I'm telling you, these people are playing 4D chess on a level that you and I can never play. $10 billion just to enter the party is wild to me. And again, when you have FU money, you guys are really going to start understanding what the new Microsoft is about, what the new Xbox is about, what the new company model is. It's literally the Borg, and trying to take over in every aspect of the Borg is the whole idea. I just found this something that I had to bring to you guys, because at the end of the day, if I don't tell you exactly what's going on, sometimes people don't understand what's really moving and shaking out here. If you're in the market for a new television, Samsung might have you covered. I mean, LG, for the most part, has been holding us down, right? But Samsung has stepped up to the plate, and they're introducing the 2025 models that are comparably going up against some of the gaming monitors that's out there. Now, those gaming monitors out there, some gaming monitors can reach up to 500 megahertz. But this television is using and it supports NVIDIA G-Sync and up to 165 hertz refresh rate when using the company's motion accelerator technology. Now, I know a lot of you don't like that real feel, that real TV, that Cinemax in a box, but for a lot of us others that like that high refresh rate, those hertz to push the frames and have it moving as smoothly as possible, because when you're in a fast twitch situation, you want to be as agile as possible. Samsung seems to have got you covered. Now, the HDMI 2.1 variable refresh rate, the VRR, auto low latency mode, AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, and the aforementioned NVIDIA G-Sync. It has a long list of stuff that's inside the television. The Samsung OLED S95S is starting at $2,299. 55 inches, all the way up to 83 inches. Pause. If you're in the market for a television, I think there's no better time than now to purchase a television because of the benefits you have as a gamer. As a gamer, the fact that the LGs and the Samsungs come with Game Pass built in, the fact that they do have a robust Wi-Fi, I think it's like Wi-Fi 6 inside the boxes, and also, well, mine goes through Ethernet. These televisions are, and if you ever seen game mode on the Samsung, it's to die for. Like, really, now is the time if you're trying to purchase a television. Wait for the tariffs and stuff like that to actually be down. But I'm telling you, like, the picture blows me away. Now, I know you guys are going to go in on Randy Pitchford, and I just feel that he kind of put himself in a bad situation, to be honest with you. As GameX expressed concern about Borderlands 4 potentially costing $80, Gearbox chief Randy Pitchford says, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. I understand that sentiment, and I understand where that sentiment comes from. After being around Randy Pitchford for a while on some other stuff, he's the ultimate showman. He's the ultimate comedian. He's the ultimate entertainer. He's there to entertain, and he's looking at it from an entertainment perspective. He's looking at it from you pay X amount of dollars for movies, you pay X amount of dollars for food in the show, you pay X amount of dollars for this, $80, you should make it happen. And he also gave an analogy to when he was working at an ice cream shop or something like that, and he'll make it happen. He said, the industry has made the jump to $80, first with Nintendo with Mario Kart World, and then Microsoft in its price hike announced that will kick in this holiday season. Could Borderlands follow suit? This is what Randy Pitchford had to say. Because somebody said something in Twitter space, Publisher 2K Games and parent company Take-Two so far has remained vague on whether that they would, go to $80. Randy Pitchford has insisted that the decision is out of his control, but responding to one concerned fan on social media, Pitchford said that the cat set the cat among the pigeons by saying, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. Randy said, one dude said, this game better not be $80. Don't take the risk. A lot of gamers aren't going to pay $80 and feed the notion of a consistent increase of a price tag. You are a CEO. You have some say with the price when it comes to your publisher. And Randy Pitchford's response was, not my call. If you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store had Starflight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pozomo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen. As you expect, his comments didn't go well. Here's my dog in the fight. I personally remember paying up to $250 for a Neo Geo cartridge. Is that the most that I paid for a game? No. I paid upwards of $500 for a game, a cartridge. So I can understand his mentality where you will make it happen for the medium that you love for that entertainment. This is my dog in this absolute fight is the fact that, one, we're not buying physical disc cartridges that has memory units, stuff like that on it. We're buying a CD. Some of these CDs don't even have all the information of the game on the CDs. So it's not even a full game on the CD. You have to download it from the server. Majority of us is going to buy it digitally. How much does that cost? Don't run the game on me. The cost to ship it, because you're not shipping it into a manufacturer. You're buying direct from the manufacturer. You're buying direct from the publisher. Now, you're going through the storefront. Games shouldn't cost the amount of money that they're costing. There's no reasonable aspect to it. They have cut back on video games so much. They used to give us a game pamphlet. They used to give us all types of bells and whistles when we brought our game. It used to come with a nice cardboard box. Now this stuff comes in cheap plastic with a printed, like a stationary printed artwork. It's the cheapest way possible to get it to the consumer without giving the consumer anything. I thought that all these engines that they were coming out with would be engines that, if per se, made it easier to make games and cheaper. None of this stuff seems to be true, but they want to pass that buck on to me and you. They want to have us fit the bill for their high cost and extravagant purchases. I don't really think it has anything to do with the budget. I really think it has everything to do with paying shareholders and execs. Because honest with you, I can't for the life of me see why a game will cost at least $600 million to make for the life of me. When I get better experiences like Expedition 33 and other games like Astrobot, and just other games like South of Midnight, with a fraction of the budget, giving me big budget experiences. So I don't know what they're doing with the budget, but we shouldn't have to pay the bill for their extravagant purchases and lifestyles. Keeping in tune with this whole out of touch CEO, Strauss Zelnick, CEO over at Take-Two Interactive, boss says video games prices have been coming down for the past 20 years. Our job is not to turn the consumer upside down and shake them and see how much change come out of their pockets. Their job is to make the best entertainment. What he says, our job is to create the best entertainment. If we do that, the revenue will take care of itself. This is coming from one of the most egregious, in my opinion, predatory practices when it comes to video games. Like that, I don't play 2K. I don't play the WWE games, but I do partake in the Grand Theft Auto. But I only partake in Grand Theft Auto in the story mode. So that online stuff, I really didn't know that the online stuff was as extensive as it was. It's like a whole world within itself. It's something to behold in what they've created. And inside that, they can create different currencies. This is an incentive for you to become an entrepreneur in the device that they're giving you, the platform that they're giving you. Now, Grand Theft Auto 6 is set to be greater than 5 in every way. They're going to introduce a form of digital currency that is real life and in the game. It's the most meta that you're ever going to be. I can't see where these companies are going with this. The fact of the matter is, game prices have. So with this new currency in the game and how the game is going to be sculpted out to the consumer, listen, these guys have been egregious in their models in how they market to the consumer. The very base is, you say, $70. And then you have the early access, and then you have the other packages, and then you have the My Team and all these cards. They find a way to extrapolate cash from you. They started that card stuff with them with that gambling stuff. I find 2K games to be some of the most predatory games if you allow it to happen. I don't allow that stuff to happen. I'm not addicted to the game in that fashion. So again, but what doesn't talk to me talks to another person. Right? You may not play Marvel Rivals, but I do. So me buying a season pass and playing the game as much as I do is still a predatory thing because it keeps butts in seats and those endorphins are still going. I just feel that these CEOs are completely out of touch. And we're at a point now where we have to either take a stand. Something has to happen. I'm part of the problem as well. But again, there has to be some type of recourse for these individuals to feel that they can just wantonly just go about raising prices. The prices should literally be probably like $60, right? I know I hear some people saying 50, some people say 40 is a sweet spot. I say $60 for a premium AAA title, $40 for a really good indie or a really good AA title, $50 for a lesser AAA, without a multiplayer component. But if the whole package, $60, man. There's a lot of people talking crap about Doom: The Dark Ages, and you got the PC crowd with trying to do side loading and whatever the hell they're trying to do, and just refusing to just play it in Windows or whatever. And I don't care. That's not my bag. But then you got the other people that are upset that the game's inside the Game Pass, and then some people's buying it. Well, Doom: The Dark Ages gives you a big hell yeah. Thank you for 3 million players. Doom: The Dark Ages. Some people feel that Doom: The Dark Ages shouldn't receive all the accolades that it's receiving. I feel that they're wrong because this game is all that in a bag of chips. Well, Kerry Patel has left Obsidian Games, Obsidian Entertainment, for Netflix Games. Now, I know you're going to say, what the hell is Netflix Games? Like, since when Netflix got games? Oh, boy. Night School is the studio, and they're going to be making games over there at Netflix, and Netflix has cash, and they want to get into gaming. She's been there at Obsidian for 12 years. Maybe there wasn't no upward mobility. Maybe the new challenge over at Netflix with more money made sense. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, you didn't have that same energy when it was Jade Raymond leaving this studio over at Sony. We don't know why she left. That she was the creator. That's her baby. All right. So we're trying to figure out what she left for. It's not the same thing. All right. So at the end of the day, I wish Kerry Patel all the best. Right. Hopefully the game that comes out is really good. Hopefully this is not a Stadia situation. I doubt it. But like Amazon really didn't take hold of what they had going. I don't know. Hopefully Night School works out, right? I mean, hopefully. Weird name, but again, listen. The best game that they made there was Oxenfree. So, and Oxenfree 2. So, I don't know. Kerry Patel. Hope everything works out. Rumor alert. Microsoft is developing an emulator, Xbox emulator for Windows. Okay. What does that do? What does that do? Microsoft may be developing an Xbox emulator for PC to allow users to play Xbox versions of the games on Windows. Previously, the industry actions against emulation may make Microsoft approved emulators stand out as a middle ground between the preservation and IP protection. Listen, this stuff is going to happen. They understand they need to get in front of it. To be fully backwardly compatible, it can only be an emulation process. They used emulation when it came to the Xbox One, emulating the 360 games. So again, why wouldn't they not use emulation now? An Xbox emulator for Windows could help Microsoft maintain backward compatibility and keep the classic titles playable, but may introduce compatibility issues. I think they will work diligently on all their back-compat games to make sure that they emulate that going forward. I think the hardware with inside the box will be as robust as necessary to make sure that emulation is going to work. Listen, I know some of the top geniuses over at Microsoft, and they said the Microsoft is rumored to have that emulator. It can run Xbox native game versions on the PC. And listen, I have all the faith in the world from the company that wholeheartedly strove and made strides in that area to make sure game preservation, your library was key, going forward, backwardly looking at your games. I just want to know, being that we're going to an all digital future, will a disk drive be available? That's the only thing that I fear, because I would have thought that a standalone disk drive would have came out and you would have been able to hook that up to your Series S. It hasn't happened yet. I thought a standalone disk drive would have came out and you'd have been able to hook that up to your Series X all digital, and it hasn't happened yet. PlayStation offers a disk drive. I know Microsoft wants to walk away from it, but I have thousands of 360 games and Xbox One games on disc, and I want to be able to play these games. Run to your controller right now. RoboCop Rogue City drops to the lowest price ever with an incredible Xbox deal. Run right now. I just purchased it for $7 right now. I just did it right now. Earlier today, we posted that the Xbox latest set offers include some incredible deals. This is absolutely insane. RoboCop Rogue City deserves its own recognition here. I'm going to tell you right now, it's down a whopping 90% from normal price. It's the Alex Murphy edition, Unreal Engine 5. Go get it right now. $6.99. This particular edition includes the bonus DLC as well as includes the OCP shotgun sidearm and the hero's damage armor. Yo. Get to it. Why are you still here? I ran and got it. I started this article and ran and got it. Xbox Game Pass for the win. It's crazy what Game Pass has to do with this. I don't know. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kongs like this whole generation. $7. Make it happen.
In this world, all dance to my command. Your powers will not work here. How about something more fitting? Tickets are free, but there's no getting off this ride. Is that all you got? I know your secrets. Will you let your darker traits consume you? Oh, you've learned some new tricks. I am the master of this realm, and my menagerie holds many surprises. But beware, unlike your very selves, the ovation will surely be standing. Malevolent spectacle awaits.
When your technical director can come out and tell you that the jump from the previous platform to the current platform isn't that great, that isn't great news at all. That's like bad news to hear. Like, I don't want to hear you say anything of that such. I really want you to say that it's a technical marvel. It's incredible. It's different. It's not that great. Death Stranding 2 technical director says that the jump from the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 isn't so great. It's just more efficient. It's more of a case that on the PlayStation 5, there are more efficient ways of arriving to similar goals. Yeah. That face. I don't want to hear anything like that. Obviously, me personally, I'll probably wait for the definitive edition of Death Stranding 2, seeing that I never even got past 2 hours in Death Stranding 1. I don't know what to make of the technical director even saying something of that nature. I've never even heard any crap like that. Like, to be honest with you, that's yo. Like, please tell me if I'm wrong here. Please tell me if I'm being rude. Please tell me. Because if I'm being rude, then tell me, please, because I don't know if I'm being rude, if I'm being extra biased. Really, the game looks great, but again, is a convoluted piece of mess. And some people say it makes sense. Don't go by the overarching viewpoints of the trailers. All right, cool. I'm talking about Death Stranding 1. So it makes me kind of really don't care too much about Death Stranding 2. But when you tell me that Death Stranding on the PlayStation 4 compared to the PlayStation 5 isn't such a technical leap, well, then that's a bit of a like, why? What's up? Like type of feeling. So again, me personally, I don't want to hear my technical director saying anything like that. I don't. Not if we're going from one generation to the next. I don't want to hear that. Now I want to thank each and every last one of you for making it this far in the video. If you have not hit that like, follow, and subscribe, please do so. And if you want to become a member, members are the lifeblood of this stream. It keeps the stuff going. Listen, I'll check the algorithm, and the algorithm told me that at least 40% of you guys aren't subbed to the channel. You're watching, but you're not subbing. Why is that? Hit the button. It's free. If it's free as me, that's what I say, and I'm the king. I'm 98% right all the time. So why ain't you going to do it? If I'm not the reason why. And they say that a lot of you come back. So if you're coming back and you're not sub, why are you coming back? Sub! Then hit that notification bell. Then boom, I'll pop up. I'm like Santa Claus on Christmas. Bing! Bearing gifts, presents. But talking about the topic with the price of these games, I think $60 is fair. I think $60 is fine. I shouldn't be funding your extravagant lifestyle. Don't tell me, oh, I make all the sacrifices. No, because I'm looking at people in the company that's not living your lifestyle, that has actually put in more into the game. Creative vision, direction. The prices were supposed to be going down on the making of games. And that's just not happening. You guys have cut back on so many different things. The when it was in a cartridge, remember when you got that first Zelda golden cartridge, you were over the moon. And then you had the first ability to save in a game. It was something incredible. But all that stuff was mechanical stuff. All that stuff was stuff that you put on a device, was physical stuff. All right? So I can understand the cost going up there. These CDs don't have that. And then half these games are shipping broke. Then you got to get patches later on. Some of them require you to be online to authenticate your license. Because again, you don't own the game. We notice, I've been telling you this. All you guys is out there talking about, oh, I get physical king. Shut up. You're in the same boat as me. I'm just a digital dude. I done said the hell with that. But I'm figuring if I don't have to go to a store and get it, and you can ship it straight to me, I can download it. That means we bypassed a whole lot of that BS that was costing money. And I should not be paying for the other stuff that you had to do. I did this, so digital at least should be $10 to $15 cheaper than physical. Should be immediately. And the rising cost of video games, I don't care about that rising cost because y'all have Unreal Engine, y'all have Unity, y'all have all these engines that are supposedly easier to make games and get games to us. But obviously this stuff isn't happening. And I'm trying to figure it out for the life of me. Why is this going down? Because I was told something completely different and something else is happening here. And you guys are lying. Somebody's lying. And I need to figure it out. But this is Xbox Frontline News. I'm gonna take that logo and I'm gonna throw it around Sea of Stars. Now, listen. This is okay. I know you're gonna say I'm a fraud, but listen to me. Every time I'm going to Cali, something happens with Sea of Stars that I have to take my ROG out. And I can only play it on my ROG because I really like to play it on my ROG because I have Game Pass on my ROG. And I like to play it on my ROG. And I drive Sovereign nuts. But he's not going this year. So Cog is going to be there. But Cog is going to be pissed off with me because I'm not using the full power of the ROG. And I'm playing the 16-bit/32-bit game that is hyper dope. That pixel art joint, Sea of Stars. It is the dopest. And the DLC dropped inside Game Pass. If you don't own the game, I don't know what's wrong with you. But if you don't got Game Pass, you're not playing one of the best RPGs of all time, I don't know what's wrong with you. But I'm going to tell you like I always tell you, try to play the Game Pass.